Amazon Prime Day is here from July 8 to July 11. So if you're into car detailing like I am, this is the best time of the year to save big. So what's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of Pan the Organizer. In today's show, I found everything and the craziest deals for you guys. So we're going to be talking about pressure washers, foam cannons, detailing chemicals, carpet extractors, a bunch of accessories and tools and cool stuff that you guys will need to do a great detailing job. But I'm going to help you make the best purchasing decisions because there's a lot of deals out there, but which ones are actually worth your hard-earned dollars? Well, that's what I'm here for, right? So all I want you to do is sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. By the way, quick disclaimer, this is not a sponsored video, nobody paid for this video, and I made sure to include the links to all the tools, products, and equipment in the description under the video for you guys to check them out. So all you have to do, once again, is enjoy the show. So let's dig right into this. We have over 20 items to look into, products, chemicals, tools, accessories that can really save you big time money if you've been looking into this. So today I'm going to give you stuff that if you were waiting to pull the trigger on some of these items, now is that time. So again, links in the description under the video. So the first item today, as I'm looking on the computer here, is going to be a pressure washer. So we have the Active 2.3 pressure washer. So this one has 2.3 gallons per minute, a max of 1500 PSI. It can be wall mounted. It comes with this beautiful setup. It looks amazing. I already reviewed the majority of these products on my channel or have personally tested or used them myself. And if I haven't, I got very good recommendations from trustworthy fellow content creators that I'm going to give credit to in this video. So stay tuned. But for the majority of these, once again, you can find the video reviews on my channel if you want to do a deeper dive before pulling the trigger. So on this one, $484. That's a big 10% off. That's pretty huge. So other than this unit being a little louder than what I would like for pressure washers, if you're using it outside, no problem. It's just if you're using it indoors in a garage where it's a bit louder than I would normally like. But for the performance, it is awesome. Build quality, absolutely amazing. And you're getting that golden number of over 2 gallons per minute of water output. So water flow, that is very important in car detailing, and this is definitely well built, well priced, especially at this price now. So if you were waiting to pull the trigger on it, of course, go ahead, do this. This is awesome. By the way, the prices today are all in USD. So this is for Amazon.com in the US. I will also put Amazon Canada links down below. For other countries, it gets a little more difficult because not everyone has access to the same stuff. So this will apply mainly to USA and Canada. So another pressure washer, if the previous one is a bit too expensive and you have less than $400 to spend, still to this day, I believe one of the best bang for bucks under 500 USD for a pressure washer is the Active 2.0. So this has a max PSI of 1800. It has 2 gallons per minute of water output, 2 GPM. So it does everything you want to do in a super compact size, comes with that handle, and yeah, easy to transport. The performance is absolutely stellar. Now, this is not a unit that I would recommend for heavy duty use. So if you have a professional detailing business and you're doing big volumes of vehicles, that's not what this is designed for, right? Keep in mind that entry level products are not necessarily all rebuildable. They have a maximum duration as far as hours of use. The entry level stuff is usually around 100 hours of use, and these ones, the Active 2.0, is rated for about 200 hours of use, so double the usual amount, but they're still not indestructible, right? So I will give you the disclaimer that I've seen some viewers comment that they've had some issues with a few units, but the majority, if you use it correctly, you're getting into issues, especially if you're upgrading the hoses, the guns, and all that kind of stuff with it. As long as you use the equipment that Active provides, you're fine, or do a few upgrades. Again, I have videos on my channel where we go through all of that. But bang for buck, right now at 315 USD, 13% off, it is very, very hard to beat. Until my buddy Josh, I'm Josh V, releases his own Quiver pressure washer, which will be a fantastic bang for buck. I think right now this Active 2.0 is the way to go. If you're looking for a pressure washer gun, right? So we all like to have a gun. We like them with a swivel as well, so the cord doesn't get entangled. The Mikkellen's Swivel Gun Pro is one I really liked using. It comes with nozzle tip holders, and it has everything you need. It has the quick 1/4 inch quick connect type option. The handle is great, the ergonomics is great, but the price is amazing. So that Prime Day deal, 64 USD, is just, again, impossible to beat. That's 20% off. McKillen's, I know my friend Josh from the I'm Josh V channel, he specializes along with Keeve from Cars with Keeve. Those two channels, they love car detailing equipment, right? Especially pressure washers and foam cannons and those kinds of things, and guns and accessories. So they look into that. Yeah, Josh really likes this McKillen line as well. And I tried the Swivel Gun Pro, and it is very good. Of course, it's not the quality of my $300 plus Mosmatic OG, but we're not always for the high end, right? I personally like the higher end stuff, but I know that a lot of people like to have a great bang for buck, and I think this McKillen's is very good for the discount that you're getting. If you have an even smaller budget but still want something amazing, this one here, shout out to Keeve from Cars with Keeve. This is a short pressure washer gun from Tutuluk. I don't know if I'm saying the name right. It's probably made overseas just by the name itself. However, 32 bucks. I mean, if you're going any under than that, I'd be doubting on the build quality if we go below that, but 26% off, Prime Day deal. It looks quality. It has that lock. He really likes this gun, by the way. It has the 1/4 inch quick connects. It has that smooth swivel. By the way, the McKillen's, the swivel itself is not the smoothest in the industry. Just keep that in mind, because of course, the more you're going to pay, if you're getting into the Mosmatic stuff, you're getting higher quality stainless steel, higher quality precision milled kind of things, right? So the experience is different. However, bang for buck, once again, very good for the McKillen, and the same for the Tutuluk. So at 32 bucks, if you're looking for a pressure washer gun that you can just plug and play with your 1/4 inch quick connects, it's very, very good. So we move on to a brand of pressure washers that I have not personally tested. However, both Keeve and I'm Josh V have them on their channels. This is a brand that's very, very popular in Europe because they're very high quality at a very decent price, right? So we have Ava. So Ava Easy P50. So that's 2050 max PSI, a flow of 1.85 GPM. By the way, when we're talking about washing cars with pressure washers, you want anything from 1,000 to 2,000 PSI. That's the kind of Goldilocks zone that you want to be in. Don't go over 2,000 PSI. Obviously, in this case, 2,050, that's fine. But nothing like 2,500, 3,000 PSI, those big gas-powered things, you run the risk of damaging especially sensitive parts on a vehicle or creating damage. So stay between 1,000 to 2,000. And optimally, if you can, stick to a gallons per minute output of over 1.6 GPM, because that will give you better water flow, so quicker rinsing. But also, if you have a foam cannon, the higher the GPM, the more foam output you're going to be getting. So 1.6 and more. I wouldn't go below 1.2 to 1.4 GPM though. So if you see those very, very entry level kind of pressure washers found in big box stores, be careful. Look for the higher GPM kind of units. I know there's Ryobi that released a 1.8 gallons per minute pressure washer in the US. I don't think we have it yet in Canada, but it's made for car detailing. So that's a good one, right? Bang for buck. So again, this Ava Easy P50 is 315 USD, and you get a 10% discount if you want a foam cannon. So this one here, the features, again, everything is there. Build quality is very, very nice. This is the Rain Kovo. I hope I'm saying that right once again. $26.39, 26 bucks, 20% off. Even at its regular price, it's a steal. So beyond that, if you want more quality, it would be the Quiver foam cannon from I'm Josh V. But if you have a smaller budget and you still want something amazing, this Rain Kovo is amazing. Build quality, you get that transparent bottle, you get that pickup tube with the ball in the bottom there. So regardless of which angle you're in, you're always going to be sucking up that liquid solution. You get the 1/4 inch quick connect, of course, connector on there. You also get the 1.25 millimeter orifice pre-installed, but you're also getting an additional 1.1 millimeter orifice nozzle if you have a lesser powered pressure washer. So anything below 1.5 GPM, if you're not getting enough foam output, you can easily swap the orifice to that smaller 1.1 size. So, and think about it as a circle, right? If you're at 1.25 and you reduce that to 1.1, there's more pressure created coming out and you're going to get more foam output. Be careful though on 15 amp circuits. If you only have a 15 amp, it could potentially trip the circuit because you're increasing the pressure and backflow. So that can potentially trip circuits. If you have a 20 amp, you're always fine, but keep that in mind when you're testing. So yeah, great bang for buck, 26 bucks, 39. Once again, that foam cannon is one that Kiev loves a lot. Next up, we have a rolling creeper stool. So this is from Vever. There's a lot of different brands that have identical versions. So I'm guessing there's one OEM manufacturer that makes them for different brands. I actually have one of these, but it's from Adams Polishes. So pretty much identical design, except maybe the wheels from what I see here in the cushion. But the overall design is great. It rolls around. If you need a creeper stool to go around the vehicle, especially when you're polishing, don't have your knees on the floor, at least get a cushion. But if you have a chair like this, it really, really helps. Heavy duty rolling mechanics. It has everything. It has a 3 slide out tool trays that are included as well, kind of drawers to lay your chemicals or your tools, your brushes while you're rolling along. So yeah, I paid mine almost double the price a few years ago when I had purchased that. So this one here at $48.70, 30% off. Crazy, crazy deal. So this one here for detailing chemicals is one in general. So it's Griot's Garage. I know a lot of you guys love that. Regardless of which product you like in the brand, they have a crazy deal going on. For the majority of the chemicals, from what I see, it's a 15% off discount for Amazon Prime Day deal. So from July 8 to July 11. So take advantage of that. They make fantastic products. They're kind of that, let's say, Adams Polishes, Griot's Garage, they're the mid-tier of the detailing world, but in the big box stores, for example, like the Walmarts, the O'Reillys, the AutoZones, that would be the upper echelon, because those stores don't necessarily have the top tier brands, right? The more prosumer or consumer brands like the Car Pros, the Geons, the Coach Chemis, and all that kind of stuff. Obviously the Clean by Pan, the Organizer. But when you go to those big box stores, if you're looking at Adams Polishes, Griot's Garage as well, that's usually like pretty good stuff, right? So check it out. If you love Griot's Garage, and now's the time to pick up some stuff, 15% off on the majority of their chemicals. That's just awesome. If you're looking for a good quality car shampoo that won't break the bank, the Adams Polishes Car Wash Shampoo pH Neutral, still one of the OGs, still one of the good ones. It's a bit thicker, so you'll need a little more effort to dilute it. But as far as performance in the bucket, and you can also use it in the foam cannon, it foams nicely, great lubricity, has that blueberry scent. And right now, a gallon, so 128 ounces, is $29.99. That's 40% off. That is peanuts. So like basically per ounce, what, 20 something cents? And if you want to get the 16 ounce format, that's below 10 bucks right now. So it's only $9.48. So that is a crazy, crazy deal for such a good car shampoo. And yeah, take advantage of that. I'm sure you're going to love it if you've never tried it. Again, from Adams Polishes, if you're looking for a very powerful nuclear bomb type wheel and tire cleaner, very high on the pH scale. I think this one is at pH 13. Don't quote me on that, but if I remember correctly, that's its pH level. So for the 16 ounce right now, $11.39, 24% off. Again, this is a 2-in-1, so it cleans wheels and tires, remove that browning very quickly on tires, especially if you want to remove old dressings. This is some pretty powerful stuff. I'd be careful on coated wheels using it. So although coatings have a very high pH resistance scale, usually it's pH 12 to 13 for most coatings, you're on that limit, right? So be careful. But if you need something very powerful, especially if you're prepping a wheel before a wheel coating application or a wheel sealant application, and you want to do a deep clean, this is a very, very good one. I did a test on my channel pitting it against other ones in its category, and it did super well. If you like P&S Brake Buster, for example, one of its main competitors for me is the Adams Wheel and Tire Cleaner. Fantastic. And yeah, at 11 bucks, you can't go wrong. So this gives you the chance, guys, to try some stuff, right? Next, again from Adams Polishes, one of the probably very, very good still to this day tire dressings is their graphene tire dressing. This one here on special, 20% off, $15.19 for the 16 ounce format. I mean, that's 473 mils, right? It's insane value. Again, I had this in my best tire dressing battle video a few years back. And this one here had taken first place in that battle of kind of entry-level to mid-tier priced kind of tire dressings. It goes on very nicely. It'll give you a few weeks of that look and protection, and the application is what really sells this. It's amazing, and it has that perfect, not too glossy, not too matte looking kind of sheen. I really like that. So yeah, Adams Polishes graphene tire dressing, great bang for buck. Next from Turtle Wax. So they're coming in strong with these Prime Day deals. So the Hybrid Solutions Ceramic Graphene Paste Wax. This one here is what they call a unique blend of 10 different waxes, but it's also infused with ceramic technology, SiO2, and graphene as well. So they're saying that they do all that or that kind of mix for a greater gloss and slickness, and they also claim UV protection in there. I tested this on my channel, by the way. If you like applying a paste wax, it is a very good one. They had unveiled that for their 75th anniversary. And it, still to this day, it's good. You're getting 5.5 ounces in one jar. That's 156 grams. It's going to last forever because you're not using a lot, right, when you're applying it. So if you like paste waxes, but something that's a bit more durable, typically carnauba waxes will give you 1 to 2 months of protection, maybe 3 if you're pushing it. This one can go a little longer because of that ceramic and graphene infusion as well. So a little more resistant compared to traditional waxes. And yeah, very good, very slick. Everything works well, but it's the price. 29% off, $15.70 right now. I don't know how they do this, but yeah, if you're looking for a fun paste wax to play with, I know a lot of people still like hand applying a wax. There's something soothing about that experience. I totally get it. So this is one to jump on. Next is a classic in the automotive industry. I think I reviewed the initial formula in 2018 on my channel. It was the first turtle wax product that I had reviewed on the channel, and it was from the Ice line, and it's the classic Ice Seal and Shine. So this is a paint sealant. Will give you anywhere from 3 to 5 months, typically in real world conditions of protection, but it's the simplicity, right? It's in a spray form, a few minutes, you've done your entire vehicle. It has crazy resistance to chemicals. If you remember back in the day when chemical resistance tests used to be very popular, this was one of the GOATs, this was one of the champs, and it still is to this date. But at $10.19 during the sale, 15% off. I mean, I don't even know if they're making any profit on this, to be honest. I'd be curious, Turtle Wax, if you guys want to tell us what's your cost on this. Like, I don't even know how they make the product, right? So yeah, for 10 bucks, very hard to beat if you're looking for just a regular spray sealant, right? So this is not ceramic infused, graphene infused. So that would be more their Hybrid Solutions line, their top tier with their ceramic spray coating. By the way, Turtle Wax has officialized that they stopped producing the graphene flex wax spray in their Hybrid Solutions Pro lineup. So for those who were wondering, they don't produce that one anymore. So their alternative is the ceramic spray coating in the Hybrid Solutions. That will give you 6 to 10 plus months of real world protection with 2 layers applied, 24 hours between layers. But if you're looking for something less expensive, that can still give you a few months of protection, this Seal and Shine at 10 bucks, man, still one of the staples out there. Next, from Meguiar's, we can never forget Meguiar's, one of the oldest detailing chemicals companies in the world, still active today. I think they're over 100 years old at this point. Don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure that's where they're at. So we have the Meguiar's Hybrid Ceramic Starter Kit. Why is this such a good deal? Because I mean, 15% off during Prime Day deals, but $39.78. And what do you get in there? You get their ceramic tire shine. You get their hybrid ceramic spray wax, the blue bottle. You get their hybrid ceramic detailer, the green bottle. And you get the hybrid ceramic wash and wax. So that's kind of a shampoo infused with a bit of protection if you want to kind of boost that protection. But for me, the two main ones in there is the blue and green bottles. That was OG. I remember I was one of the first, if not the first, to review the blue bottle hybrid ceramic wax on my channel, and it went viral, millions of views. It was one of the first ones in the grand consumer or general population type product to offer the spray on, rinse off type sealant. So other pro brands were doing it, right? If I'm looking at CarPro Hydro 2, if I'm looking at Gion Wet Coat, but for the kind of consumer lines, the Turtle Waxes, the Adams Polishes, the Griot's Garage, the Mothers, and all those kinds of companies, which Meguiar's is a part of, right? In that category, I mean, of big box stores. Well, they were one of the first ones, and that product really worked well. So you're going to get a few months of protection once again, but it's the simplicity. You apply the base foundation layer first, and then you can use the spray on rinse off in the future. We found that for the blue bottle, by the way, I actually go outside the box for this one. Don't follow the instructions. That's rare, but I recommend an application on a dry paint. So of course, wash your vehicle, do all the decon polishing, whatever is needed. But the first base layer on dry paint, that's going to give you the most durability. And from then on, maintenance is as easy as spray on, rinse off if you want to top it off, or use that ceramic detailer as a maintenance topper. And it's just amazing. Next up, we're looking at a steam cleaner. So this one I personally have had since 2017. at this point, so that makes it what, like 8 years now. It still runs like new. McCulloch is known for bang for buck steam cleaners, and their top of the line, that's the one I have, is the MC1385 Deluxe. So it's a canister steam cleaner, comes with so many accessories. There's 23 different accessories, but it's the price. 30% off right now. Usually lists for like 260 USD. Now it's at 182 USD. That is insane. If you were looking for one, pick one up. There's some less expensive models too. There's the 1375 at 150 bucks on special. There is the MC1275 at 130. There's the smaller MC1270 at 105 bucks. They even have that entry level MC1230 at 50 bucks. So regardless of what your price point is, know that McCulloch is reputable in that kind of entry to mid-tier segment without breaking the bank. Unless you're running a detail shop, we'll need something like a Dupree steam cleaner or those super higher end ones, the VaporMax 5000 or whatever else is there. Unless you're doing high volume and everyday steam cleaning kind of thing, if you're just a DIYer at home, this is even more than you'll ever need, and it just works well. You can use it in your house as well. Good for tiles, carpets, furniture, personal car detailing, whatever you guys want. There's so many accessories. So check it out, the McCulloch MC1385. I love it. For a vacuum, in the detailing world, we like something that can do both dry and wet applications. Typically for the wet application, you're going to remove the filter from the head. Super easy, you unclip. This one here is the Craftsman. This is a 4-gallon, 5-peak horsepower wet and dry vac. Why I'm recommending this one? Well, first of all, Craftsman, pretty good average brand, right? But the prime deal, $94.98. That's 35% off. So I personally have a Rigid 4070 vacuum. So that one is more expensive, but it's that same 4-gallon, 5-peak horsepower type unit, and visually looks almost identical. The build of it, the clips on the side, those wheels, the handle. Now, I don't know who the OEM is making this. Is it the same company? I don't know. But from what I see here, the features, it has everything. It has the hose attachments for home and automotive cleaning as well. Comes with the filter, everything you need, but it's the power. At that 5-peak horsepower, I think it's perfect for enough suction when you're doing car detailing. I also have the Ego cordless one, battery powered vacuum, but that is like 7 times the price of this one, depending on where you're looking. So yeah, I think if you were looking for a powerful enough, good capacity, a wet and dry vacuum, this Craftsman is hard to beat right now. Next, if you're looking for a carpet extractor, I made a video on my channel comparing my very expensive high-end Mighty extractor. That's a heated compartment and it's made for like commercial, high-grade, heavy-duty use, compared to an entry-level like $150 Bissell Spot Clean Pro type unit. And if you're a DIYer at home, once again, and you don't need those $1,000 to $2,000 carpet extractors, the small Bissells, they truly work. If I look at the Detail Geek, he has what, like over 3 million subscribers on his channel right now, and the majority of the work he did for so many years was with a small Bissell Spot Pro in his professional job still. So imagine, for DIYers at home, it's more than enough. So if you don't have access, they don't have a deal on the one I have, which is the Spot Clean Pro, if that's the correct model. But this one here, I mean, $99.99, below 100 bucks, 33% off during this Prime Day. It's hard to beat. So the Bissell Little Green Max Spec Smart Mix Portable Carpet and Upholstery Deep Cleaner. The names, I don't know why they do that. Let's call it the Little Green from Bissell. It has that little container on the side that you can empty the dirty water. It has that tool, right, to do some suction for the liquid to pick that back up. And it comes with a an Oxy spot and stain remover if you have pets and all that kind of stuff. But again, for the price, it's insane. Next up, detailing chemical. Because of the price, I could not put this on the list. Cerakote Platinum Rapid Ceramic Paint Sealant Spray. If you tried their previous version, that was a good one. It was decent, but this Platinum one has more durability, has better gloss, has better hydrophobics, a slightly better user experience on application as well. So 14 ounces, and they say 50 wash rating. Cerakote is known more to go towards the amount of washes that their products can resist. I know people prefer things in terms of months or years, but that set aside, regardless if you agree or not with the type of strategy, it's just a product that works. But at $16.74, it is hard to argue against the value here. So 15% off, just under 17 bucks. If you haven't tried or you want to try a ceramic spray sealant and you don't have 25 to 30 bucks or sometimes 50 or 60 depending on which models you're looking at, if you just want something to protect and have fun with, try this. I'm sure you will enjoy it. So Cerakote, the platinum version, that's the new version. So 17 bucks right now. Next up, if you're looking for a bucket with a grit guard, so the grit guard is that filter in the bottom of the bucket that will trap the dirt particles and will keep them below the grid and not keep them floating inside your wash solution. So this Adams Polishes car wash bucket, it has the 5-gallon capacity, which is the one I prefer. There's some smaller ones that exist, right? 3.5 gallons. That's maybe good for wheel cleaning. But for the rest of the vehicle, I like 5 gallons. That's the classic format, right? It comes with the grit guard in the bottom, and you also get a gamma seal lid. So that's the top portion that seals. So if you want to transport it in your car, go to a car wash where you can manually clean your car. If you're a mobile detailer and you want to put some DI water in there, whatever it may be, that will prevent the liquid from spilling out. So it has everything that you need, 37% off for under 38 bucks. I mean, that's a steal for a good quality bucket and a standard size of 5 gallons. So again, for a full brand, just because they have a crazy deal going right now, looking at Ethos Car Care. So the majority of their coatings I've tested, they work quite well. They're easy to apply. The products just work. They're graphene hybrid coating, so the resist spray, that is a great with UV protection type spray sealant. It does very well. The graphene version 2.0 works well. The Define, which is a clean coat and condition, kind of a waterless wash kind of application if you want that. The ceramic shampoo. So just look at their website. There's so many things. There's the Easy Peasy ceramic coating that the boys Eddie Cologne from EC Details and Jamie the Cleaner channels have reviewed if you want to look into that. They have glass coatings, paint coatings, they have everything you need. Even interior detailer that works quite well. So yeah, they just have a crazy bunch of deals going on right now. So if you're a Ethos fanatic, you want to support the brand, now is the time with the Amazon Prime deals. I remind you guys, hey, by the way, all the links will be in the description under the video to make it easy for you guys to find what you're looking for. And also it helps to support the channel through a small commission made through every sale if you use my links, but at no extra cost to you. So thank you for your support. You make all of this possible. From Chemical Guys. So I know not everyone loves the brand, but we cannot argue that they are one of the most popular in terms of sales, and they have a big following. I think they just surpassed 1 million subscribers recently on their YouTube channel. So kudos to them. They've been out there forever. But I think for more on the entry-level type products for consumers, if you're starting out and you don't want to break the bank, but you want a kit, right? You want something that is going to be very inexpensive. Their Chemical Guys 14-piece Arsenal Builder car wash kit. It has everything you can want in it. It has a foam gun that you attach to your garden hose. So not to your pressure washer, right? A foam gun is what you attach to your garden hose. It comes with a bucket. It comes with the grit guard filter inside there. It has 16 ounces of their car care chemicals. So if we're looking here, you get their honeydew snow foam auto wash. That is actually a very good snow foam. You get the butter wet wax, a very good wax that you can apply on your vehicle. The Diablo wheel cleaner, a staple in their lineup. You get a glass cleaner. You also get the silk and shine protectant for the interior, for your tires, all that kind of stuff. You get microfiber towels, you get brushes, applicators, a microfiber Chanel wash mitt. There's everything. Even at its regular price of 125 bucks, it's still pretty good to start off. You're not spending $300-400 bucks for this kind of thing. But right now you get a 15% off coupon. So it's close to that $100 range if you click on that 15% coupon. So take advantage of that. That is a pretty good bang for buck. So if you want to give a gift to someone that has never had car wash stuff and they want to get into detailing, if you want to surprise a friend or a family member, right, and they don't necessarily have a big budget for that kind of thing, or if you don't have a big budget for a gift but you want to offer something pretty cool to someone, that's a very good starting point. Heck, before I started my channel, even at the beginnings of my channel, Chemical Guys is one of those brands when I was young that I was purchasing, right? So the Meguiars, the Turtle Wax, the Adams, the Chemical Guys, we all started somewhere. And usually before you get into the prosumer to pro brands, these kinds of companies gets you started and you can do a good job regardless of which brand you're taking. It's more about the technique and having fun. So yeah, check that deal out. They have some other kits for 65 bucks and 75 bucks. So you don't get all the stuff that you get in this bigger kit, but have a look. The very good deals Last but not least, some nitrile gloves. I always tell my viewers to protect your hands, wear PPE. If you need to wear glasses, all that stuff, work in a well-ventilated area, if you're working indoors, all that kind of thing. But gloves are very important because chemicals, if they're on you, they can be in you. Your skin is the body's biggest organ, and this comes from my studies in the medicine faculty, molecular biology and biochemistry, if you haven't heard my life story. So in labs, we always wear gloves, of course, the glasses, the lab coat, but the gloves are very important. You're dealing with chemicals at the end of the day. As safe as brands try to make them, they are still chemicals. So in my videos, that's why you always see me wear my black gloves. So nitrile gloves is what I wear. 5 mil is the thickness that I like, not too thick, not too thin. So, and the brand here, Gloveworks, they have all the sizes. They have boxes of 100, boxes of 200. But I mean, for the price right now, just over that $15 to $16 mark for a pack of 105 mil, that is crazy. So enjoy those deals. This is not necessarily a Prime Day deal, but they are offering a 10% off coupons. You're going to save a few bucks. Why not? But I thought it was important because safety is also important. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this. If there's any other stuff that pops up in the coming days, I'll make another video. But for now, I think you get a lot of bang for buck. Is there any item that you're most excited about? Is there anything that you're going to pick up? Let me know. Is there anything I forgot? Maybe that I should be looking into, because there's so many deals and discounts going now. If there's something you think that my viewers would benefit, drop a comment in the comment section. Let us know what on Amazon right now has a crazy good deal that you normally see at a high price and that it has a very good discount, so all my viewers can benefit from your input as well. I like reading you guys' comments. And I hope you enjoyed the video. Again, if you want to see the reviews of pretty much all the stuff that I spoke about today, go and check out on my YouTube channel. I have close to 1,100 videos at this point. I've been on YouTube for over 9 years. You guys made this a super successful channel, over 1 million subscribers, over 160 million views at this point. So thank you. I really appreciate each and every one of you. But you guys made this the success that it is, because I think you can feel, or at least see, the passion coming through the screen, hopefully. And I want to give you guys the detailing bug, because I've been detailing for over 28 years at this point. I started when I was 16. I'm now 44. I still love it. It's my life's biggest passion. And hopefully I can convey to you my passion for detailing and give you the best tips, the tricks, the product reviews, the tool reviews, the equipment, all that kind of stuff. So all the items will be linked in the description. Check them out. Take advantage of these deals before they completely sell out and go out of stock. And if you want to have fun diving into perhaps top tier stuff, super premium, high quality, of course, check out the Clean by Pan, the Ethos Car Care product line. We have tools, we have equipment, we have some of the best chemicals in the world. You guys know them by now. You've tried them. If you're new to the channel and you haven't, you're in for a treat. Once you try one, you'll be hooked for life. You're going to want the entire collection. So that's cleanbypan.com, the website, or on the House of Rags. I'll leave the links in the description for you guys to check them out. Once again, thank you for your support. You've made the brand the success that it is. And anything you're looking for, by the way, on the channel, if you're looking for a specific review of the products, just type them in the YouTube search bar and add Pan the Organizer to it, and you're going to easily find the video. For example, McCulloch Steam Cleaner, Pan the Organizer. If you type those keywords in the search bar and hit enter, it's going to bring you to the video review of that steam cleaner. So that's how you search for stuff on YouTube, in case you didn't know. So guys, thanks for being there. Thanks for watching. And in the meantime, don't forget, keep it tight, keep it clean, and I'll see you on the next one.